What's up, guys? How you doing? I'm MUGZY, hip-hop artist from the central coast of New South Wales, which is about an hour and a half north of Sydney CBD. Right now, my man David Daniels from DoubleOrNuthin TV sent me this interview to be featured on his show. And yeah, DoubleOrNuthin, it's nothing with a U, not an O. But I appreciate this, man, because the more the more interviews and the more exposure and, things I get myself on, the better my chances are of getting myself out there. So, mostly I do my interviews through writing or, through Skype or over the phone. So this is kind of like one of my first ever ones, doing it on my camera, kind of like a vlog. So just bear with me, but at least it gives me more of a time to explain my answers and stuff. So let's have a bit of a blast with this, man. Let's have some fun and yeah, let's get this happening. So right now I'm looking down at my laptop, yeah, let's actually, I might just kneel down instead. It might be more easier to look at the screen. But yeah, right now the first question you've given me is introduce yourself. Well, yeah, I'm MUGZY. Obviously, it's not my real name. My real name is Rain. It's spelled R-E-Y-N-E, not R-A-I-N. I don't know why my parents named me that. I think they wanted something unique. But to be honest, I truly hate it. I can't stand it. Mostly when I go out, I either say Ray or just MUGZY, because people say, oh, what is it, Rain, like that or something, and I'm just like, forget it. Also, like MUGZY, if I say that, people know me as the hip-hop guy, so whatever. I'm 25 years old, yeah, and I'm just like around the Central Coast, which is cool. I'm known as the hip-hop guy, so that's all I can pretty much tell you, man. How long you been doing music? I started when I was 14 or 15, man. It was like one of the two. I've been doing it for about 11 years. If it was back in high school, early thousands, I think that was the best era for hip hop, to promote it, like, because it was everywhere, man. TV shows, MTV, BET, video games, movies, just you couldn't run away from it, man. Like, it was just this real cool, like, vibe to be in. And back in high school, I used to like get punked and bullied a lot, and just high school was a bad time. I was failing in my grades. Teachers and my parents were constantly on me about what are you going to do after school with your life, because a lot of people wanting to go to university and stuff, and it just got into this real dark hole of like depression and stuff. And so I instead of doing my schoolwork, I think I bought myself an iPod, and I started listening to artists like Eminem and 50 Cent and stuff, and they sort of gave me this attitude or this voice to like sort of fight back of just don't take no shit, like just don't give a fuck anymore, like be yourself. And because I heard their lyrics and their pain and their words of what they went through, and I could just, I guess, sort of relate, especially to Eminem. And yeah, instead of doing my schoolwork, man, I dropped down like small rhymes in my book. But I knew if I wanted to progress and wanted to do this, I would have to, make an album. And my first album came out in like, I think it was like 2010 or something, like a year after I was out of high school, because I finished in 2009. And yeah, it's just been a journey ever since, man. So I think I've been, hip-hop music for 11 years. Also doing acting has led me on to acting, youth work, where I can, tell the youth who are going through the same struggles that I went through as a young teenager, tell them about my journey and my path, and like how I got through it through hip-hop. So it's been one crazy ride, man. The next question you've asked me is, being from Australia, who is your musical influence? To be honest, man, Australia-wise, I don't really have any musical influences, like, here per se. But a musical influence-wise would have to be Eminem. Happy birthday to him. He turns 44 today. So happy birthday, Em. Live it up large. You're a rap girl, man. You're a rap genius. You're my main musical influence, man. Like, just being a white kid myself from the suburbs. Like, I know we had white eyes before Em. Like, MC Serge from Third Base. There goes my laptop. Vanilla Ice and the Beastie Boys, but I don't think they had a big enough impact on the scene than what M did. Like, he is a hip-hop god, like, he is the hip-hop Elvis. right? So it's just, everyone loves M. That's all I can say. Like, you cannot hate M. The guy is just a lyrical genius. So hands down, he was the one who helped me up out of that dark hole and wanted to make my own journey out of this. So Eminem for sure. What made you want to pursue music? Pretty much already explained that, man. I don't want to explain it again because I don't want to bore the viewers. What projects are you currently working on? Right now, man, I do acting. Okay, there's two sides here. So I do acting, and I'm gonna be shooting over the next 3 months a movie called Tales of the McCoy, and it's kind of like Blair Witch Project. Also, like, the end is sort of like a twist with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So blend those two together and you have Tales of the McCoy. I'm a main role in it, which is cool. I'm like one of the camera guys who gets like slaughtered or something, and I'm a huge horror fan, so I've always wanted to die in a movie, which is pretty cool. It sounds a bit gothic and emo and a bit twisted, but yeah, I love horror movies, and what better off than a horror movie than getting gutted in it, so I'll be shooting that over the next 3 months. I'm also in the concept of doing a third album. Like, I know my second one came out in 2013, and it's been 3 years since my other one, so I'm kind of slacking on it. But the ideas I can tell you about it is, it's going to be a 2-disc. Fit as much content on it as possible. I want to do a dark album and a light album, kind of like Dark Side, Light Side. Star Wars, I'm a bit of a nerd. Beats wise, I got some original beats, but I also got some other people's instrumentals. Like, I got this Swedish producer on my album, not my album, my iPod, called Yanni, and some of his beats, man, I'd be stupid enough not to use them. Like, I know we've got this whole thing about copyright and stuff. I'll try and work around it. I'll try and, get in contact with him to use it. But these beats, man, when I listen to them, they sound like #1 hits. Like, like I said, I'll be stupid not to use it. So that's what's going on. Title-wise, I don't have a name yet. The only track, which is hands down Green Light, and this is kind of like an Easter egg for, like all people tuning in, will be a track called Hip Hop Kiddo. I got the name Hip Hop Kiddo from my man Walter Manuel Jones, who played as Zach Taylor, aka the original Black Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Got to meet him last year. If any of you guys want to hear that story, just hit me up, because I can't tell you on this video, it would take too long. But Hip Hop Kiddo, I took that name from him. It kind of just had a nice ring to it, and I'm known as the hip hop guy around the Central Coast. So I get that'll be one of the tracks. I'll probably be using one of Yanni's beats for that, so that'll be on the third album. In 2017, it'll definitely be coming out in 2017, the album. I'm not going to go through 2017 without releasing anything. It's definitely coming out. So they're the two projects I'm working on. So keep an eye out. Actually, support my page. Like, go onto Facebook. I mainly use Facebook. Type in MUGZY, MUGZY. For the Australian viewers. To the worldwide viewers, type in MUGZY. I'll be the first one to pop up. Send me a message. Give me a thumbs up. And yeah, just it keeps you up to update with what's going on. And send me a message. Like I said, I try and get back to everyone. And yeah, so that's what I like. Okay, man, that's pretty much all the questions you've given me for your TV show at DoubleOrNuthin. Not nothing, it's nothing TV. But the last thing you want me to do is drop a 16. Okay, well, I always love to like sort of do some of my tracks around, like a cappella versions of my tracks around the house sometimes when I'm bored. One of the ones I love to do is My Journey. I think because it's my favorite track on my album of Understand Me. So I'm going to do that a cappella in a 16. So let's do it. Shout out to David Daniels for doing this. Shout out to DoubleOrNuthin TV. Really appreciate all the best to you guys with, your support from me, your fans, everyone, man. Much love, much respect from Sydney, Australia, man. So here we go. Misery is how it started. No scenery or harvest or a shredded tear of heartless. Pain became my darkness. Hit me when I was 15. Had no future, had no dream, till everyone pushed me in between. Then hip hop, yeah, was my scene. I found something to find myself to get me out of this what live in hell. I got back up, come on, when I fell, and said the truth on what I had to tell. A new man with discipline. When the culture had witnessed my sin, I felt that I had to shine within, show the world that I was ready to begin. Almost about to be given in until hip-hop gave me a new beginning. Now a bit faster at the moment. Drop down rhymes by needing material. Start writing songs and hit the studio. Showing the city was so surreal. Felt like a proposition on what they feel. Over a 2-year period I made ride or die. When it came out, thought the gangsta was my life. No looking back on my shame, should have thunk twice. Just want to live like that was in my mind. Guess it made me walk more around like a joke, even when I got the fake expect a lie. Kill my hopes, time to go back to the rap suicide note. So I was alone again and I couldn't cope in an atmosphere full of fate. While I was trying to make a difference in my place, seemed like a disgrace. People trying to kill my faith, or because I don't appeal to your taste. But no, after all, hip-hop had my mindset. I learned more about the culture to build my rap. The founding fathers, the 4 elements to take me further. First you got rap, then you got DJ, breaking with the b-boys, graffiti on the freeway. I started meeting groups who love the culture, share history, build connects and go bolder. We all have different journeys, and as a follower I believe that as times get older, we roll as one, all together. Nothing will ever separate us, man, never. Started to become a smarter MC, quit hiding cause of pain in my words set me free. And I became stronger, no one could touch me, as I was building the name MUGZY. Thanks guys at DoubleOrNuthin TV, you guys rock, peace.